Hey everyone, this is my 24th video blog. I did my lecture to a health class today, and it was really cool. I've done a lot of lectures to different schools, different classes about hemophilia, and this one was a lot different because I usually go to high schools and they're just kind of like, okay, whatever, when's class gonna be over? This one was at Missouri College, so they were a lot more interested in what I had to say. So it was so incredible. I've never talked as long as I did there. But I talked for 2 hours with the class, and a couple people were saying at the very end, I'll tell you a couple things that I had said in this lecture. Pretty much I talked about the history of hemophilia, why it's called the royal disease, about it being hereditary, and everything like that. At the very end, I normally leave off with my, I guess you want to call it like my final thoughts or whatever, but I pretty much said at the very end of the lecture, I said, I know everybody in this class has thought or has said something to someone that they didn't know. Like, say you're walking, or you're sitting in the mall, and someone walks by you and you turn to your friend and you're like, oh my gosh, she was so fat, or her hair was so nasty, and I said that, and I was like, I want everybody to raise your hand if you've done this. And everybody in the class rose their hand, I rose my hand, the teacher rose her hand, and I said, I want all of you to make me a favor, or make me a promise right now. I said, when all of you leave this class, before the day is over, I want you to find someone. I want you to go up to a complete stranger and give them a compliment. And I said, because you might think that your life is horrible. You might be depressed because you think your life sucks. And this is all to all of you guys too. Try it and just really see what happens. Just go up to a stranger. Just go up to someone you don't even know and give them a compliment. See what happens. Say something as simple as, I like that shirt. Or your eyes are really pretty. Something, anything. So just try that. Well, so that all went down, and I completely forgot where I was going with that. I don't remember where I was going with that. Oh, I was telling him, I was like, you may think that your life is so horrible and everything, but next time you think like your life is so bad, remember everything that I told you today. I mean, I told you a lot of the stuff that I've been through in my life, and I guarantee that my life is a lot worse than yours. And I said, but I'm not down about it. I mean, I love what I have. Hemophilia has made me strong. If I could go back in time and be born without hemophilia, I want it. Because that's who I am. Hemophilia is not who I am. I am because of what hemophilia made me. If that makes sense. Having hemophilia made me stronger, mentally. I mean, and you know, if you think your life is so bad, think about, you know, what other people have. Like in my case, I know there's so many people out there that have it so much worse than I do. And I think, I mean, I love my life. I count my blessings all the time. I mean, I'm extremely healthy. You know, I have a good family, good friends. I mean, I'm fortunate. I'm very fortunate. So next time you get to the point where you're just like, God, my life sucks so much, just think about it. Think about, you know, the next person. A person who has cancer. You know? A person who's sitting in the hospital right now, you know, waiting to die. That could be you. And a lot of people take life for granted. And they don't really understand everything that they have. I mean, you're healthy. You're not laying in a hospital bed somewhere waiting to die. You're not laying in your bedroom because you have, you know, you can't get out of bed because you have a bleed. You are able to get up, you're able to run around, you're able to play sports, you're able to do all kinds of stuff that, you know, hemophiliacs can't do. I'm able to do all kinds of stuff that people with cancer, you know, people that are paralyzed can't do. So next time, you know, you start really thinking how bad your life is, think about that. You know, I'm asking you to do that. Just really think, well, maybe my life isn't so bad. Because honestly, you could be at that same place that, you know, someone that's worse than you could be there. You know, you could be fine today, sitting there saying, God, my life sucks so much. And tomorrow you could get in a car accident and be paralyzed. How much more would that suck? So live life for today. Because tomorrow might not bring anything. I have a saying that I actually use. The saying, I was talking with somebody, and his name's David, and I use the saying, and this saying is really important. And the saying goes, you can't control, or you can't make the sun come up, and you can't make the sun go down. So why worry about the problems you can't fix? And that's, I mean, take that as you want. Because, I mean, you can't. The things that you have, you can't fix. So why worry about it? The things that are happening in your life that's out of your control, stop worrying about it, because you can't do anything about it. I learned this a long time ago. I used to be, you know, that person when I was real little, you know, God, why me? You know, why do I have to have hemophilia? I used to be that person, and then, you know, I started thinking, well, I can't do anything about it, so why worry? Hakuna Matata. I mean, seriously, think about that for a while. So, but it was really cool at the speech, at the very end of the lecture. I had 3 girls that, you know, I was wrapping everything up, and I had 3 girls say to me, I had one woman come up and shake my hand, and she said, thank you very much. And I love it when people do that, you know, instead of just standing up and walking out of the class. I had one of the girls, or one of the ladies in this class came up, shook my hand, said thank you very much. And then I had 3 girls in the back of the class who actually told me that I was an inspiration to them. Because I told them, like, everything that's happened in my life and everything, and they actually told me that I inspired them to live life better. And that is more important than anything. If, you know, those 3 girls, at least, those 3 girls walked out of that class and I changed their attitude completely, or I taught them something, that pays off for me. You know, like I've said, I've done a lot of different schools, and that right there is the most rewarding thing. When somebody tells me something like that, or someone comes up to me and says, "Thank you very much." That's huge to me. That tops everything. Because I know that these people weren't just sitting there and not really thinking about it. So, or these people were just sitting there, you know, kind of like whatever. So when they actually come up and thank me for teaching them, that's really cool. I was meaning to take my camera, and I got halfway there, and this college is about half an hour away from my house. And I got halfway there, and I had to be there at 1 o'clock. And I got halfway there, and it was about 12:45 or so. And then that's when it clicked in my head. I was like, I totally forgot my camera. So there's no way I could turn around and go back, because I would have been, 15 minutes late. So that completely sucked. So I'm going to be talking to another class here very shortly, and I will definitely take my camera and record that one. So I promise. God, I'm so pissed off that I forgot my camera today. It was so good too. Okay, anyways, I just wanted to tell you about that. Joe had made a pretty good point. I'm not just gonna kind of pick a day for Hemophilia Day. I'm gonna actually put it on a day that means something. So instead of just randomly picking a day. So I think I'm gonna have it either at the end of April or the beginning of May. I have to talk to my parents because I'm not sure when. But it was like real close to April, so I couldn't remember if it was at the beginning, or I'm sorry, real close to May. So I couldn't remember if it was at the beginning of May. Hold on, what am I thinking of? Yeah, if it was the beginning of May or if it was the end of April. But one of those 2 months is when my parents, that's when I was actually diagnosed a hemophiliac. Because I wasn't diagnosed a hemophiliac at birth. It was a little bit later when I was actually diagnosed. So I think I'm going to have Hemophilia Day on the day that I was diagnosed a hemophiliac. It kind of fits everything a little bit better. So instead of just randomly picking a day out of the air. So yeah. So I'll talk to my parents because I don't remember what day it was. I'll talk to my parents and ask them, and that will be the official Hemophiliac Day. So yeah. And I'll get back to you on that one. So just hold out yet, and we'll get everything going. So, I think that will be about it. I just pretty much wanted to tell you guys about the lecture I did today, because it was really, really neat. And, thanks to all my subscribers, all my old subscribers. So thank you guys very much. If you're new to watching these, please stick around. I talk all about all kinds of stuff. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, ask me a question. I'll definitely answer your questions. If you do like my videos, you can subscribe to my videos, an orange button right up there, and then you can rate right down here, those 5 stars right there. So knock that out of the park, and please leave a comment. I love my comments. So leave a comment, and you got a question, I'll answer your question. So I think that'll be my time, and everybody have a great night. Be safe, and I will talk to all of you later. Night, everybody.